So this video I was not planning on doing, and I hate that I have to do it, and I am absolutely heartbroken by this, but let me show you. It was a Saturday morning between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. There was an attempted theft on my sweet, beautiful motorcycle. It was covered and locked in my apartment's gated parking garage, which, yes, I know thieves can still get into. I'm just giving all the details here. They cut the ignition lines and damaged the center steering, which allowed them to unlock it. It was also dropped during this process at some point, which left minor damage, but still the thought of it being dropped for the first time, and it was not by me, is very frustrating and hurtful. The thief inexplicably left it on the other side of the parking garage, hidden under a blanket. I speculated that they may have been planning to return for it later. I'm just very fortunate that I walked out and found it before then. So by now you're asking yourself the obvious question. Why, Moto Des? Why didn't you have anti-theft locks on your bike that you park in an open garage? And this is why I'm sharing with you guys my dumb mistake. Trust me, I've lost some sleep over this. But more importantly, I want to share my experience and details from this incident in hopes that others can understand what measures are easily broken and encourage someone to be more proactive, unlike myself, in safeguarding their motorcycle no matter where you live. According to the NICB, motorcycle theft has surged over the last couple of years. 32% of thefts in the US occur in the summer months, and the most recent reports show California and Texas had the most reported motorcycle thefts. A bike is stolen every 11 minutes in the US, and in 2020, over 27,000 bikes were reported stolen in the UK alone, with only 44% of those being recovered. It is interesting that the most common motorcycle stolen is a Honda, accounting for about 40% of all reported thefts. While no security measure is 100% guaranteed against theft, which is the unfortunate reality that we live in, we have to accept it, but we can do everything we can to make it as difficult as possible with adding multiple layers of security, which can significantly reduce the risk of your motorcycle being stolen or vandalized. Some bike owners have home garages with security cameras, motion light detectors, and alarms. You can also take additional measures by installing an anchor point to the chain and bike. Let's say you don't have access to a garage and live in a building where you have to park it on the street or in an open parking garage. According to my research, the kryptonite chain is at the top of the list, weighing in around 15 pounds. It's a 14mm six-sided chain. And if you have a plain cover, which is suggested, with holes in the bottom, you can easily run this chain through and secure it. Cutting through this heavy-duty chain would take some time, and it would require a certain amount of tools such as a battery-operated grinder. And if we're looking at all the possibilities, securing it through the wheel is probably not ideal, as a thief could just take off the wheel and steal the rest of the bike. Or they could try to damage or break what the chain is attached to. Another added level of security is a disc lock. It's a locking mechanism and a pin that inserts through the holes of the brake disc. They are usually lightweight and compact, making them easy to carry in a backpack or storage compartment on your bike, allowing you to use the lock wherever you park your bike. Some even have additional security features with built-in alarms that activate if the bike is tampered or moved, emitting a loud sound to attract attention to deter those thieves. If it's within your budget, some bike owners will even rent out a storage unit to store their bike. Again, you have to take preventative measures here as well. Another level of security is adding a GPS tracker to your bike. This helps detect when the motorcycle is tampered with and, in some cases, recovering the motorbike after theft. And lastly, make sure you have comprehensive motorcycle insurance. This type of coverage provides financial protection for a wide range of risk beyond just accidents. Okay, so I have taken all of the preventative measures and actions that I spoke about in this video with my own bike. I filed an insurance claim. It's getting towed to the shop this week to get repaired, and I want it fully restored as it was, so even aftermarket parts are gonna be replaced. I obviously filed a police report, and my building has footage of the suspect's license plate and face, which From what I've heard, it's very unlikely anything will come out of that, but I'm still submitting it, obviously, and hopeful. You never know. And lastly, I'm just ready to get my bike back and start riding. I feel like it's been forever and I miss it. Hopefully I will see you next time on the road, and I will catch you on the next video.